Okay, so if you've decided to sign out one of our DJI Osmos, which is also known as a handheld gimbal, you may have selected this to create some tracking shots or to create some cool vertigo shots, or for all of the other reasons that you might choose a gimbal over a traditional tripod, which is a static or fixed axis method of moving the camera. This allows you to follow your subject, and it reduces the camera shake, unless you're going for a horror film look and you want it handheld. So it comes folded like this. Okay, the hinge is actually located here, and if you hold on to the handle here, you can carefully unfold it. And let's go through some of the features. You've got the joystick here, so you can do some movements, which I'm about to show you. You've got the record button that only works if you download the DJI Mimo app. You have the power button and the mode button here. You also have the charge hole here is USB-C, and you also, if you find yourself running low on battery on your device, you have a USB port here to actually charge your phone while you are using it. So it actually acts as a battery pack in some instances as well. You also have a zoom, so we've got towards and away there, and that, again, that doesn't work unless you download the DJI Osmo app. I'm about to show you how to now mount a phone onto this device. Okay, so you've got your device. What you want to do is look out for, at the top of the Osmo, it says phone camera direction with a red arrow pointing to the left. So you want to look at your phone's lenses and make sure it's pointing in the direction as indicated by the arrows. Now, I know that this contains 3 motors that do provide balance and stabilization, but you must help the device out yourself by balancing the phone evenly as best you can. If you have an iPhone Pro or a larger Android phone, it might not accept the balance. So what I'm using now is an iPhone 11 size device. There we go there. And then because these were designed for Snapchat or vertical video, when you press the power button, press and hold, you will hear a chime and it will launch in vertical video mode. So you want to double tap on the M button, tap tap, and it will be ready for filming. Okay, so if I show you around the front, you will see that if I mounted it the wrong way, it would be in the way of the arm. So make sure that the lenses are located as indicated. Another button that's quite important is this trigger button. So if you find yourself in a position where you need to reset, if I double tap here, which is what I'm about to do, double tap, it will quickly put itself back into the correct position. You can also hold down on this trigger button and the phone stays in precisely the same position. So you can do a pedestal shot, which is very similar to a tilt up, where you follow a subject from feet to head. But you'll get the most out of this gimbal by installing the application found on the App Store or the Google Play Store if you're using Android. Also supplied is a wrist strap. I would recommend you using it. It's a bit like a Nintendo Wii, just while you're building confidence, just in case for whatever reason it slips out of your hand. These are quite expensive to replace, and that's an extra level of security. So I would definitely recommend using the wrist strap while you are operating this device. Okay, so you've downloaded the DJI Mimo app from the App Store or the Google Play Store. DJI sometimes rebrand their software or their applications. It's been known as a couple of different things over the years, and they do make several other products. So make sure when you're searching for it, you type DJI and gimbal or the word Osmo, OSMO, because that's the name of their mobile handheld gimbal devices. So I've installed it here. Make sure you've connected it via Bluetooth as well. You've got several options up and down here, but we're going to try the tracking software that's built in. And in order to do that successfully, we are going to mount the supplied mini tripod here, or the legs or the stand. You can mount it to a full-size tripod for some good results. And now I'm using a doll for this example, but you could also use, well, this works on human beings just as well. What you should do is click and drag a square over your subject's face. You will see a green square appear over that subject's face, and then when the subject moves in the frame, the gimbal automatically follows, and that's whether they go up or down or to the right or to the left, and however quickly they move, okay, within reason. If they shoot off really quickly, they might go out of frame. If they fall out of frame, you'll see a red square pop up. That's where it can't recognize it, and it gives you a small moment. Actually, it's lost the, not the connection, it's lost the facial recognition. So then you quickly get it back up. So you can ask your subject to move and it will perfectly track and keep them in the center of the frame. Another thing you can do is if you want to create an arc shot, very famously, example is in The Dark Knight, when Christopher Nolan uses this arc shot on the Joker. You can move around your subject, and again it keeps the subject in the center of the frame, and you can create this really steady arc shot. Okay, a small but important detail is how to pack this away. So remembering that where the word Osmo is where the hinge actually is. There's also a slight dip here, and there is a tiny little notch here that fits into there. So what we need to do is firstly fold it over. Now it feels like you're going to break it, but as long as your hands are quite sturdy, it should be fine. And then what you do is it should want to clip into that place. So if you see there, let's put that there, and then you might want to turn this part and then put it into the case flat. If you see it doesn't fit, don't force it, just slightly adjust it, but it should fit quite neatly just like that. Make sure you zip up the case. Another important detail is to ensure that the charge cable is